What's going on, everybody? Josh Pocock here. What if you had a tool where you could easily build front-end components, something like v0, mixed with Cursor, where you could edit them efficiently and effectively, and you could install packages and run backends to deploy them right inside your browser on Netlify and use them in a beautiful Claude artifacts type interface with the latest programming languages like React, Next.js, Remix, SvelteKit, Vite, all that good stuff for absolutely $0. That's right, for free. I'm going to show you how you can do that and build full stack apps all in Bolt.new. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so I came across Bolt.new yesterday when I was on Twitter here. It's made by a company called StackBlitz. This tool allows you to prompt, run, edit, and deploy full stack web apps all within your browser. All right, it has a v0-like interface. It has Cursor-like editing features, and it has a Claude artifacts type interface. We're going to dive into that and show you that exactly. And yes, it's not too good to be true, guys. Right now, it is 100% free. And you can see their tweet here going over it, showing off the features here. I'll leave a link to their Twitter down below. CEO is this gentleman, Eric Simmons. All right, so it's been going a bit viral since their tweet on October 3rd here, basically saying that Bolt allows you to install packages, run backends, edit code, prompt, edit, run, and deploy full stack apps with NPM, Vite, Next.js, with Frontier AI for free. All right, showing some different examples here. You can create delightful designs with working with code, often in one prompt. A simple make a to-do list with app with React results a slick, functional, fully functional to-do app that you can run and edit here, right here. And it says, what about something more real? So Bolt can create beautiful production-ready multi-page apps with backends and databases like Codebase and deploy them in production in one click. That's because every chat can run a prod build and deploy it to Netlify and Cloudflare. No login required. So yeah, it's pretty insane. And then what happens if the code doesn't work? So we've instrumented and integrated AI at every layer of web containers, making Bolt aware of errors and able to solve them for you in one click. Crazy useful when working on tedious tooling like gnarly Webpack configs. Sometimes it's faster to write and debug code yourself. That's the power and magic of Bolt.new. It's a full dev sandbox. Code when you want and prompt when you don't. This makes building apps fast and fun. So renew that domain because you're building that side project. All right, so here it's showing some different examples, building a blog or website with Astro. So this is pretty insane. Hey, Bolt, build me a v0.dev-like app with Next.js and ShadCN. Use web containers to power the sandbox. Anthropic for AI. And boom, you can see the example here. Pretty crazy stuff. Here's creating a tweet thread composer that can import and export. Pretty cool stuff. And they even say here, interested in building your own full stack AI agents on top of web containers. They're doing a workshop with Anthropic on October 9th. And we've also open sourced the code base we use to build Bolt.new. So you can get a head start today, and they actually link to the open source code base right here for Bolt.new. This is actually pretty insane. I'll leave a link to this as well. Okay, so it does look like right here, if you need more AI tokens or you want private projects, you can purchase a paid subscription and Bolt.new settings in the lower hand left corner. So I don't know if they're going to end up being kind of like how v0 was. So I was using v0 actually a lot before it even got highly viral and popularized. And before, you could actually you really did not have to buy the subscription. I was using it so much and I never even reached a limit. Once it started going viral, the free tier limit just got very limited. So then I had to upgrade. So I'm curious the same thing will happen with Bolt. But as of now, I personally haven't reached a limit, but I also haven't been using it too extensively. But let's go ahead and check out the interface here. As you can see, it looks very, very similar to something like v0. And it has a nice, beautiful interface, sort of ShadCN-esque. And you can either click a prompt down here, such as start an Astro blog, or use native script to build a mobile app, or VPress, Remotion, draft a presentation with Slide V, UI with ShadCN, or you can select a blank app such as Next.js, TypeScript, React, Remotion, Remix, all the good ones down there. And just so you know, you can upload images as well right here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can actually self-host Bolt.new. So you can actually run this for free without having to pay for the pro version. If you do care about reaching the cap limit, you get about 150k tokens per day. So then there's a $9 plan, a $29 plan, but you can actually, like I said, host this for free, self-hosted. You're just going to need to use your own Anthropic API key. So first things first, we're going to git clone. Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents. Okay. So git cloning, and I'll leave the link to this contributing.md file as well, so you can directly access it. Then we're going to npm install the dependencies. All right, so you're going to cd into Bolt.new, and then I'm going to npm install. All right, so now all the dependencies are installed. I'm going to go ahead and just run code dot to open up the file in VS Code. All right, so we're going to create a new file, which is going to be a .env.local. And then we're going to paste in our Anthropic API key here, like so. All right, now that we have our Anthropic API key, I'm going to do npm run dev. All right, and we can see it started on localhost 5173. I'm going to go ahead and open that. All right, and you can see here we have the local version of Bolt.new hosted on our own computer. All right, so here I say Next.js app task manager modern shadcn, and it's a little bit different than the non-self-hosted version, as you can see here. All right, and you can see here it's saying certainly I'll help you build a modern task manager application using Next.js, shadcn UI components, and a sleek foundational task management app with a clean interface. So it's creating the package JSON, running the command of npm install shadcn latest.init or init, and then creating the app layout, the page.tsx, the source component of task manager.tsx. Now it's running the command npm run dev, and now it's saying I made the task manager app. So we can actually see the files being created right here on the code side. So you can see files. It has sort of like a VS Code type builder right here. It's taking a little bit slower on the self-hosted version. All right, so I had a bit of trouble creating the files initially, so I just let it know, and now it's recreating the tsconfig.json, the layout, the page.txx, and the global CSS. All right, so you can see here, it got the tailwind config, the button.tsx from shadcn, input tsx, checkbox.tsx, all these different components, libutils. Now it's running the command install shadcn latest and run dev. And it literally did all that. We can see the terminal here. We can see, you can toggle this on or off. And then you can see all the different files here, which you can go ahead and you can edit. All right. And you can, you know, if you wanted to change stuff, you could do it in the chat, but we can also go here to preview. Now I'm getting no preview. Let me refresh. Still no preview. I'm going to let it know that I see no preview available. Okay, the one thing that I'm having issues on is it is kind of slow, and it is even a bit slow on the non-self-hosted version. And I currently am encountering some issues with the deploying of the app. I don't know if you saw, well, I'll leave it in here. When it loaded, it was like, had no styling and whatnot. Basically it loaded, I tried loading the Next.js app, and then I said it had no preview available, and it said it had to start a Next.js, or said that it would start an Express server to host the Next.js application, which it then started. And then yeah, it had no styling. And then I said, do we really need the Express server? And yeah, now it's kind of just, I could probably troubleshoot it, but it's not really worth it. I'm just going to show you in the hosted version. Now, I don't know if this is because I'm running it in PnP run dev. I don't know if I have to deploy it or anything like that. But yeah, I'll be playing around with the self-hosted version a bit more. And if you have any ideas too as well, you can let me know in the comments down below. All right, so here's my prompt. Build a beautiful, modern, professional task manager and calendar application that is like ClickUp.com with Kanban board and many other features. It should be on Next.js and use ShadCN components with light mode and dark mode. Okay, so I'm going to run that. All right, and you'll see here, it's going to open up the side pane here, the editor, which is kind of like the VS Code editor, where it's creating all the different files, the UI components. And yeah, I just think, you know, as you'll see here, it's just way faster on the hosted version. So that could maybe just be a variety of variables, and it looks like it's actually installing. As you can see here, it's creating the app layout, the theme provider, the mode toggle, the header, sidebar, page.tsx, all the different good stuff there. And it's a lot quicker. Now it is still like, as you'll see, once we start editing it, it's, you know, understandably not, you know, lightning fast. But I think, you know, they'll be improving upon it and whatnot. Let's go ahead to the preview side. I think it's still launching right now. Yeah, it's doing npm install. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty damn impressive. This is one shot. We got it's actually really nice. Like, I mean, it's obviously a ShadCN, so it looks really cool. Wow. Okay, this is really cool. We got a search bar up here. It's called task flow. We got our dashboard. We got our tasks. We got our calendar. We got our settings. Like I said, if I click on the menu right here, it's going to be a little bit slow to load additional pages. Okay, there we go. Now, it is somewhat compact here in terms of responsiveness. Okay, like if we had this on a full screen, it would probably look a bit better, but still, this is something that obviously you could iterate on and tell it to make it more responsive. Let's go to calendar real quick. Okay, we got the calendar component and it looks pretty good. Yeah, I just got a notification this page is slowing down the browser. So like I said, still not the fastest, but you can go ahead, open in StackBlitz right here or deploy. So if I open in StackBlitz, you can see here it opened all the different, you know, folders here, our project right inside StackBlitz. You can install dependencies, run start command, and you'll be able to see it get deployed right here as well. So that's actually really cool too. If you click deploy here, it's actually deploying the application. All right, so here we can see it inside StackBlitz. We can turn dark mode on as well. If you'll see, when I loaded it the first time, it kind of loaded without the HTML. So maybe that's what happened in the self-hosted version. I think if you just play around with it, you'll be able to get it working as well. It's just, for me, it was a little bit slower. All right, and just because we did a fairly simple project, we didn't get too many errors, but you can see here in this video, if you do get errors, Bolt automatically picks it up, and you can just click on fix errors and it's going to fix them automatically. So it's a really good pair programmer in that way within the browser. Now, truthfully, am I going to be using this to replace Cursor and V0 fully right now? No, I'm not. I do think the technology and the concept of this is really, really cool. It's better than something that we saw like Devon. This is like what Devon was supposed to be. And it does have a really nice dev experience. The only thing for me is like kind of the speed. It's a little bit slow still, but this is such a new app. There's been a lot of hype behind this tool, so I'm excited to see how it grows. I know they're going to make a lot of improvements, and maybe within a month or so, or even a couple weeks, it's going to be even a lot better than it is right now. But in the meantime, having something in the browser, I find is going to be a little bit, obviously a little bit slower than something like an IDE like Cursor. And for me, I personally just mainly use V0 for getting like concepts or components or UI components and all that stuff. And I don't need to fully deploy an app within the browser as of now. Now, I could do that if it was very fast and a better experience, which it could get to, and it probably will soon. But in the meantime, I think this is a really good app. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below about Bolt.new. Have you tried it out yet? Are you going to try it out? Do you think it beats V0? Do you think it's going to beat Cursor? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, we upload videos every single day on AI, business growth, AI coding, automation, marketing, sales, etc. So if you're new to the channel, you got some value here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the daily uploads. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for the recent 7,000 subscribers. Road to 10K on the way. If you haven't already joined our free community, stridecommunity.com, our free Facebook group and free Discord channel, link to that will be in the description down below. Also too, guys, if you're a business owner, if you run a business and you have leads and you need to book them into your calendar and you want an AI appointment setter, check out strideagents.com. Link to that will be there as well. Other than that, guys, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.